Well, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear moving forward after not being picked as the running mate for Vice President Kamala Harris. He says he is not disappointed by this decision. And WLWT News 5 anchor Mike Dardis joins us with what the governor is saying about all of the attention that he's gotten recently, Mike, and what lies ahead.
He did get a lot of attention, Ashley. Yeah, for a couple of weeks after President Biden dropped his re-election bid, it was kind of the talk of America. Who would Kamala Harris name as a running mate? Well, Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky was on the major national media shortlist, sometimes in the top 3, putting the bluegrass in the spotlight.
Just the amount of national positive attention that Kentucky got, it was so special. Hundreds of millions of dollars of coverage about our economy, about what we're doing with health care, about the mega projects, the roads and the bridges that we're building, about all the good things that are going on in Kentucky, and that's pretty special.
Governor Beshear saying he believes that Harris made a good decision in picking Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz. In fact, Walz was there at Governor Beshear's second inauguration last year. But now that Beshear is not the pick, many are speculating about a potential spot in the Harris-Walz administration, or maybe a U.S. Senate run in 2026.
I have zero desire to serve in the U.S. Senate, and I love being governor. And I wouldn't give up 1 year being governor to run for the U.S. Senate.
So that's off the list. Not a Senate run, as you just heard. He says part of what made him realize he doesn't want to go to D.C. was visiting eastern Kentucky to mark 2 years since the devastating floods. Governor saying that in that moment he knew that's where he's supposed to be, and there's still a lot of work ahead of him. Mike Dardis, WLWT News 5.